welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Khadijah and I'm back with another video. So I know it has been a very long time and I know there's a little bit of confusion about my day in the life videos that were up, but I had a little incident at work. I had to delete them. So unfortunately, while I'm at this current job, I won't be posting inside the clinic for the sake of my job. So I will just be doing like Q&As regarding medical assistance. Anything that y'all want to know, I got y'all. Okay, so today is going to be a how to turn your externship into a job. So I've been a medical assistant for 8 years and a lot of stuff has changed, but as far as the externship transferring into a job, that's pretty much across the board with these tips that I'm going to give y'all. So let's get right into the video. Oh, before we do that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into it, baby. The first tip that I would like to give, these are not in order, it's just tips that I've written down that, you know, has helped, because we deal with not in this current office, but in my previous office we had some externs, and the manager would come to us and ask us, you know, how they're doing, would they be a good fit for the office. So these tips are going to help y'all. Okay, so the first one is impress. First impression, I don't know, y'all, I don't like to think the first impression is everything, because I don't know, I feel like a lasting impression is way more important than the first impression, if that makes sense. But anyway, so yes, you want to impress from the start. At first impression, I mean, come to the clinic, you know, dressed appropriately. Make sure, you know, you don't have really long nails. Make sure you're in uniform, whatever the uniform for that office may be. Make sure your hygiene is up to par. Make sure you don't come up in there smelling like Mary Jane, because that's unprofessional. And we can tell when you try to mask it with perfume, so let's not do that. Okay, don't do that. But yeah, just making sure that you look up to par and professional. Okay, so that's the first thing. Don't get too comfortable and idle. And what I mean by that is, you know, if you have a lot of downtime, because as externs, it's only so much you could do. You can't really do too much but shadow and kind of help out where you can. Maybe rooming a patient or whatever. But don't, you know, just be sitting still on your phone, scrolling on Instagram. Ask people, ask people around you, like, hey, is there something that you need help with? Can you show me something? You know, just get exposed. Get exposed to as much as you can without doing too much, without doing stuff that you're not, you know, capable of doing as an extern. So yeah, just don't get too comfortable. Get up and do something. Okay, build a rapport with your coworkers. Build a rapport with them, because if you do get hired on, these are the people that you're going to be working with day in and day out. So I'm not saying y'all need to be buddy or whatever outside of work and all that, but within those 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, however long your shift is, you need to be able to work with the people that you need to be able to work with the people around you. Okay, and I'm kind of working on that myself, but yeah, be able to work with the people around you. So just build a rapport with them. Like I said, y'all ain't gotta be follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook. Y'all ain't gotta be all that, and I don't recommend that anyway. So yeah. The next tip, I would say, ask questions. Ask as many questions as you want to ask. There's no dumb questions whatsoever. And I know people be trying to say, oh, it is a such thing as that. No, it's not. Because if I don't know it, I don't know it. So it's not dumb. Okay? Ask questions over and over and over. Ask them until you get it down pat. You may get on some people's nerves, but I don't care. Ask the questions, please. It will save you in the long run, okay? Period. I will say be flexible. You know, you got a certain amount of hours to complete, but make sure you show up and you show out every single time. Be flexible with helping people. Say if, you know, I don't care who needs help. If they need help, be flexible. Try to help anybody. Try to do as much as you can. Try to get exposed to as much as you can. That's pretty much it. The next tip, always be on time. Okay, I can't stress that enough. It looks crazy, you know, if you're trying to make a lasting impression and you're trying to get in the door here, to be late. We want to know that we can depend on you once you are a part of the team. So be on time. I'm not saying you got to be 30-45 minutes early like me, because I'm an early bird. I get to work early. I don't like being late. I always get there. I'll be beating my doctors. That's how early I am, because anything can happen, especially in Dallas. Traffic is horrible. These people don't know how to drive. It's going to be stop and go somewhere. You're going to be stuck in traffic somewhere. So just give yourself that time. Be on time. Okay. Next one is learn from your mistakes. If you mess up, learn from it. The biggest thing in this field is to take accountability for anything that you do. If you messed up, own up to it. Okay. And nowadays there's so many ways that we can track, you know, what you do, because most of the time most offices have you initial stuff, like once you get stuff in or sign off on stuff, you pretty much sign off on everything. So just to take accountability, because it'll come back. Like, we will know who did it. You understand what I'm saying? So just own up to it and don't feel bad about it. We all make mistakes. We're human. It's going to happen. We expect those things to happen, but just learn from it. Don't continue to do the same thing that got you here, like got you, you know, messed up. Okay, so just take accountability. Yes, I did it, and we'll respect you so much more for that. Okay, but that goes back to asking questions, because if you ask questions first before assuming or feeling like you know it all, it's easier to ask questions than for us to go behind you and fix what you messed up. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why asking questions and learning from your mistakes go hand in hand. Ask questions. Then you won't make too many mistakes. But if you make those mistakes, show yourself grace. Everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine. It's not the end of the world. You got this, sis. Or gent, because I know it's the males, you know, male medical assistants. So, yeah. Always maintain confidentiality. So of course y'all know about HIPAA. They teach you that in school. Like I said, stuff change every day with that as well. So make sure you're up to date on, you know, that company's policies as well. So that's a major thing, is confidentiality, like with patients and stuff like that. And I think with some externs, you guys aren't even, I think y'all have to sign like a form or something, pretty much stating that, you know, you want what is the word I'm looking for? Violate HIPAA. So yeah, that's huge. Major. Last but not least, which should have been first, is to be confident. Okay, I can't express this enough, but to be confident. So we've all been through the program, we've all been in school, it's all the same thing. But once you get out into you know, your site or your job, or just period, when you jump outside, be confident. Okay, you know what you're doing. You went to school for this. You've got checked off with the skills. Your instructor wouldn't have never let you pass or passed you if they felt like you didn't know what you were doing. So you have to come in and act like you already know what you're doing, and just be confident in that. You understand what I'm saying? Because when you're confident, it shows. Even if you don't know what the hell you're doing, to that patient or to that person, you're going to make it, they're going to believe you that you know what you're doing. And if you mess up, that is okay. You have co-workers there to help you. We're all a team. Okay? So I hope your office run like that. But yes, be confident in everything that you do. I can tell y'all now at this office that I'm at, I do phlebotomy. And before, you know, we're certified in that. It comes within the certification. But before, I didn't have to draw blood, so I was a little rusty. So I remember I was so scared. They kept asking, like, okay, like, we got labs, like, you have to draw. And I'm like, no, I don't want to. I'm not doing it. And so one of my coworkers literally was like, look, you know what you're doing. Like, just go, like, do it, girl. Like, stop playing. Like, I could, like, she was like, I see, like, you know what you're doing. So you just got to do it. So I literally had to get out of my head and was like, okay, I got this. Like, I'm the baddest bitch. I'm finna do it. I got it. I'm finna do it. And girl, first stick, I got blood. Even on a patient that was hard and was like, you know, you can't get no blood from this one, this one. I was like, okay, well, let me try. Let me take a look. Girl, I get it. Just like that. And I've actually had patients compliment me like, oh my God, like, you stick real good. I didn't even feel it. Are we done? That's it. Like, those things, like, it just feeds my spirit. So you know what you're doing. Just be confident. Take one day at a time, and you got this. Okay? You got it. It's yours. Just do it. That's all you gotta do. And have it in your mind that it's already done. So those are all the tips that I have. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. I don't think I did. So I feel like if you go by those tips, there's no way they wouldn't hire you. Just make sure, you know, you showing up and you giving them 100% as if you were finna get, like, if that was your job, if you showing up to your job. So work as if you're already hired there, pretty much. And that's it. You good. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.